I will forever say this: management never and will never stop. As long as the business is open, management never stops, since it involves continuous cycle of planning, organizing, directing, controlling. In fact, we should make a song. Yeah. So guys, welcome back. It's another day for chasing another dollar. So I'm here to remind you that every expert was once a beginner, and every success has a failure, has a learning to do, and has a correction to be made. Welcome to Failing Forward Diaries. Failing Forward Diaries. I'm pretty sure you guys can see me. You can have a clear view of me, which is very great actually. So actually, is my microphone. I'm pretty sure there's no background noise. What I did is that I had given out somebody my microphone, but he has not yet returned it back. So I'll just be close to my phone for videoing purposes and audio quality. Yeah. So for today's topic, we're actually gonna be discussing about. So I was actually checking at this Sprite, and I was like, should I finish it? No. Let's just say like that. So for today's not video, sorry guys. For today's unit, we're actually gonna speaking about introduction to business management and administration. Yeah, that's the topic of today: business administration and management. And remember, we're using the ICM syllabus, whereby these are 2 units inserted into one subject. 2 units inserted into one subject. So the 2 units, what are the 2 units actually? So we have functions of management being one of the unit, and the second unit is administration. Those are the 2 units inside business management administration throughout the topic. Not just the topic, throughout the course. Those are the 2 that we shall be dealing with. Let's get right into it. Yo, bring your energy. I hope you're not bored. And you must understand, not cram anything. This is for understanding purposes. I'm near my window, but it's getting a bit dull. Oh my god, the fuck will I do? Oh shit. It seems that the sun is setting down, and I'm looking forward on the window for lighting purposes, since I don't have enough lighting and lighting equipments. But we'll work with what we have actually. Yeah, we are manifesting for those equipments. We'll work with what we have. And for the clearance note, I have not yet drank my Sprite, but by the end of this video I'll have consumed all of it. I really love these drinks. I'll have consumed all of it. So on today's video, we're talking about, as I had said, introduction to business management and administration. So since I don't have a whiteboard, but I'll give you access to all the notes. Yeah, I'll give you access to all the notes, but as long as you can hear the message that I'm speaking unto you, it's beneficial actually. Yeah, I'll give you access to the note, and I'll explain how you can get the notes. In fact, let me explain. If you want to get the notes, it's very easy. Very easy. Very easy. So what will you do? On my bio, using this YouTube page or Instagram page, any of it, between YouTube and Instagram, there is a link. When you click on the link, there is for Instagram, it's only one link. For YouTube, there are a variety of links. We have my Instagram page, my Facebook page. I have an affiliate program. I'm talking about the notes. There is a link labeled as notes and portfolio. Click on the notes on that link. On that link, you can access the notes from there. So when you access the notes from there, check on the introduction to business management and administration. Let's get right into it. So we have terms. We're starting with terms and definitions. So that is the first base, whereby we are going to start with terms. So I might not describe as written in the notes, but they align. they align. So the first term we're going to speak about is business administration. What do I mean business administration? And make sure you not cram but understand the terms which I'm going to speak right here, because this is an introduction part. It what forms the basic part which we're going to cover in the future topics that we're going to cover of business administration and management, and they also relate with some other subjects or units, however you call them. So for business administration, what is business administration? Here we talk about the management and performance of all business operations, including decision making towards the common goals and objectives set by within the business or the company or the organization. Yeah. The next term we are going to speak about is the business management. Here is the process of coordinating and organizing activities to achieve the desired objectives and the goals of the company, business, or organization, whereby we're gonna fulfill the objectives and the goals through planning, organization, controlling, directing. We're gonna that is just an intro. We're gonna look at them each of them topic wise. So the other term is board of directors. So it consists board of directors. The definition is a group of individual selected to represent shareholders and responsible for making policies. Yeah, policy making and oversighting. So the next term is inside director. Here, inside director is a director who is also an employee or a founder within an organization. Yeah, that is just an intro. Outside director is a board member who is not involved in the day-to-day activities or operations of the business, company, organization, and is there to provide his independent perspective view of how he will, of how he, let's assume, for example, you have a topic that you're talking about. So for the outside director, he's there to produce his own perspective. He or she might be an expert in that field, so he's there to produce his own perspective. So those are the terms. I've talked about business administration, management, business management, board of directors, inside director, and outside director. Let's go to the next subtopic, which is what is business administration? Business administration, as I had said back then, not back then, in fact, it's not so much earlier, but is the performance and management of a business operations involving decision making towards common goals and objectives within the company, business, organization. Yeah. So I'll just repeat the same thing here. It includes the aspects of overseeing, supervising all the business operations of a company. Should I keep repeating those terms? Company, organization, business. Yeah. And for administration, it involves 4 different aspects actually. The first one is performance or management of business operations. And when I say that, I mean within a business there are so many operations that take place. If it's a business that is selling products, there is delivery, there is communication with customers. Within a business, there's so much activities taking place. If you have ever once set up a business, I know you can confirm that within a business, so much activities taking place. Are those managing the social media? Yeah. So the second one, I was explaining the first one, which is performance or management of business operations. The second one is decision-making processes. Yeah, the second is decision-making processes. The administration is involved in decision-making processes. Of course, there has to be decision-making for an efficient business to continue dealing. For it to continue its normal services, there has to be decisions to be made. The third one is efficient organization of people and other resources. Let's all talk the truth. You cannot work with only one department. All departments, they must interlink together. So, as I had said, it oversees performance and management of business. It oversees whatever is going on. And it organizes people, efficient organization of people and other resources. Yeah. I hope you know what I mean by resources. What I mean by resources is that you might find within a department, whatever is used in this department, the resource that is used in this department might also be in need within this other department. It might be data for a customer. Maybe the customer from the communication team, they may need data for the delivery to happen. Yeah. So resources must be shared, and efficient organization of people, that was the point, and other resources. So the fourth one is directing activities towards common goals and objective. Directing activities towards common goals and objective. So the people who are doing the administration, they must administer activities for to what? To achieve, to fulfill the goals and objectives. Yeah. By the way, guys, there's a difference between goals and objectives. If you don't know, there's a difference between goals and objectives. Yeah, there's a difference between goals and objectives. In fact, that is the first homework. Homework number 1, go and learn the difference between goals and objectives. That is the first homework, actually. Yeah, I'll be giving you homework, guys. I cannot do all the whole research while you're sitting there. Go and know what is the difference between objectives and goals. Yeah, that is the first homework number 1. I give you notes, but the notes that I'm going to give you does not entail the goals and objectives differences. So it's up to you. Out there is so much information, AI, whatever. Go and look what is the difference between goals and objectives. Let me proceed. So the other subtopic is what is business management. That is the other subtopic. So here we're going to talk about the organization and coordination of day-to-day activities within a business, organization, or company. And the day-to-day activities within the business or the organization is to achieve the common goals and objectives. Yeah. So remember, we are talking about business management. Previously, we were talking about what is business administration, and we have defined, we have done some definitions, and we have outlined what it entails and what it involves. Actually, not what it entails, but what it involves. So for business management, it actually involves organizing. There has to be organizing to be done. Creating corporate policy, and it also involves planning, and it involves controlling. There has to be some controlling to do, because within a business or an organization, without controlling, without organizing, without planning, without policies, oh my. The fifth one is directing an organization resource. So I've spoke about 5, what it entails. Organizing. Remember, we're talking about business management. Is the process of organizing and coordinating day-to-day activities within the business to achieve planned objectives or goals. So for management, it involves, as I have said, organizing. That is the first one, organizing. Creating policies or creating corporate policies, the way you want to identify them. Planning, controlling, directing an organization resource. Of course, those are the five of them. Be aware of them. And as I have said, this is an introduction. So whatever I say, you have to keep keen, because we will build from here. We will go adding something. Let's continue. So for management to occur, it's both a function, and when I say a function, I mean that it contains a set of activities. It is both a function and a process. And when I say a process, it contains a sequence of actions for some actions. Yeah, it is both a function and a process. It contains a set of activities and a sequence of actions to take place. And I will forever say this: management never and will never stop. As long as the business is open, management never stops, since it involves continuous cycle of planning, organizing, directing, controlling. In fact, we should make a song. Yeah. So what's the difference between administration and management? What is the difference between administration and management? So I'll be using some terms here. So to explain the differences, so the first we'll be using is focus. What does administration focus and what does management focus into? So for administration, here I suggest you draw a table that contains one side administration, one side management, one side administration, one side management. Now let's get right into it. So the first one, in terms of focus, and you can also draw, by the way, another column beside both of the columns. It might either be beside on the right or on the left. That when I say, like, for example, it focuses on, the other column is for the aspect. Like the first one, the aspect is focus. What does it focus on? It focuses, for administration, it focuses on policy formulation and rule settling. That is for administration. And for management, it focuses on implementation of policies and rules. I hope you've get it. For administration, it focuses on policy formulation and rule settling, while for management, it focuses on implementation of policies and rules. So for administration, they make the rules. For management, they do the implementation. So the next aspect is level. Which level is the administration and which level is the management? For the administration, the level, the focuses on strategic and the top level, while for the management, it mostly focuses on the operational, middle, and the lower levels. Yeah, operational, middle, and the lower levels. If you stick to the end, there's a explanation that I will draw. Actually, I will do it physically here on the book, and I'll turn the camera and you'll see. Yeah, and I'll talk about the levels for easy understanding. So when you focus on orientation, now the aspect here is orientation. So when you focus orientation, the side of administration, here we focus on routine office tasks has to be made. Routine office tasks has to be made, and people have to be reactive. While you focus on the management, it's not a must to be reactive, but you have to be proactive. So activities must be done. You must be on the ground. Yeah, and decision making must also be done on this other side. That is orientation. So the other topic that we're going to be, not the topic, but the other aspect we are going to focus is key activities. On the side of administration, I hope you can hear me. Why didn't I? On the side of administration, we'll be talking about establishing procedures. Here we're talking about activities. Which activities shall take place? On the side of administration, we have establishing procedures and ensuring compliance. Yeah, establishing procedures and ensuring compliance. While on the side of management, oh my lighting. Let me not focus on my lighting right now. On the side of management, what activities take place? Here we're not talking, not all activities, but some of the key activities that take place. We have organizing resources, yeah, directing people, and they are the ones that work on achieving the goals of the company, of the business, of the organization. Which term should I use between those three? Let me just use both, the three of them. Okay. No. So on the side of, now let's go to the other aspect, which is decision making. Yeah, the other aspect is decision making. So on the side of administration, on the side of administration. Remember, we said on level, it contains the top level. So on the side of administration, according to decision making, there has to be policy level decisions taken, and the decision, they are broad. Yeah, these are the people who are high there on the top, so they make broad decisions. The decision, what I mean by broad, I mean it affects most of the people within the organization. Different, hey? Guys, I mean it. Wait, I need sponsors. Anyway, we are here to learn, not sponsors. So whatever I'm saying is that when the decisions are made on the side of administration, it largely affects so many operations within the business. It might be the business, it might be the side of the delivery, it might be the side of the social media marketing, it might be the side of the production. So the decisions which are made here, they are broad, yeah, and they mostly focus on policy level decision. So on the side of the management, the decisions that are made on the side of the management, they mostly focus on the day-to-day operational activities. Is it activities or decisions? They mostly focus on the day-to-day operation decisions. Let's use the word decisions, since the aspect we're talking about is decision making. So the last difference is about how long. So for the administration, this is a long term, while on the management, these are the short to medium. Short to medium. That is the side of the management. I hope you get it. So how many differences have I given you? I hope on your book. In fact, I hope you have a book by now. I hope you have a book. You're not just listening. Okay. If you're listening, whatever. However, so we've talked about how many? 6. We've talked about 6 differences. Yeah. The first one was on focusing. The other one was the both level. And the third one was about orientation. The fifth one, what was the fifth one about? Activities, the key activities that take place. The sixth one was about decision making. And the last one, how long. We are going to the elements of administration. I hope by now you have not crammed, but you have understood. Yeah. Oh my. Battery is 15%. My battery is 15%, guys. But don't worry. We are going to talk about the elements of administration. And in fact, it's a must to finish it. Yeah. So on elements of administration, here we are going to talk about how are we gonna reach. How am I gonna put it? How are we? It seems that the sun. Hey, you see how I'm shining? Brown skin boy. So what was I saying? So I was telling you about this. Look at the weather now. You can't even say I was the one who looked like dark skin, but I'm dark skin. Let's proceed. So I guess you have a clue of that. Yeah. I guess you have a clue of that. Now let's proceed to the elements of administration. Elements of administration. Hey my guys, this video is becoming a bit long, and my storage is I think I have to delete some few music mixes. Yeah, but that the sun is back. I think I should go and do this video outside. The sun is going again. because I don't like the way I'm looking. I don't like the way I look. Anyway, let's proceed.